Hey, what's up, guys? Davey Crocko. Welcome back to the show. Hope everybody's doing well. The Crocko King. Yeah, I love the sarcastic, over the top Crocko King thing. And I also love the people that are like, hey, what's up, guys? Davey Crocko. Welcome back. Gotta turn that volume down. Gotta be professional. People think that I'm like being serious with it. That is some good shit. Now, right before I started, I talked to my buddy, Chalkbody, uh, seeing if he wanted to come on. I think he said yeah. So I'm going to try him on Discord and see what happens. If not, we'll get into the shit. I put this post up last night. 102 comments. You guys can read it. Jim Bob and Owen are just trading mentally ill cult members between their chats because that's what they're doing. Pack said, Davey, congrats on 102 comments. All right, so guess we'll just roll solo. All right. So, anyways, last night or yesterday, Jim Bob was doing a stream. Now, during this stream, at some point, and it was called More About Cults, was the stream he was doing. Now, somewhere during this stream, I guess in the beginning, I was still at work. Drew went on and gave his theory of this thing being fake and staged and, just overall just going on. And normally you'd get like a back and forth, maybe laughing about it, maybe a disagreement. What I saw when I came in was a chat that looked exactly like Owen Benjamin bear chat. Just a toxic, shit talking, just all the mods are on it, conniving, making up like, terrible nicknames for people, like just disgusting, really. And I'll show you some of that stuff in a second. So then I eventually go on the show and I mention this and I get a couple questions. I get a couple of questions out, but it's not the interview I wanted. I wanted the interview where I can ask like really tough questions. So maybe if I open up the YouTube video and with Discord open, everything doesn't crash and ruin the whole stream. It'll give a little more context. I see Jim Bob's face right now. It's a 4-hour stream. Just give it a second to load up. All right, so you'll be able to see the chat too and how they're acting when I come on. And like I said in my post, I said discussing how cults, Jim Bob and Owen are trading cult members in their chats, loyalty. I don't need the contacts. You talk shit about my boy out of pocket, I'm coming at you. That's just bottom line. Like if I come in the chat and you're just talking shit about Chalkbodyoutline out of pocket, like I'm coming at you.
Then would have been covered by Crocko. and then he would, or Body, and he would have said, "No, Crocko, and is working with Jim Bob now." This is endless. Every new character or occurrence that happens now is an extension of this plot, right? This like never-ending plot. It's retarded. So is Crocko an actor?
Well, no, I didn't come from Hollywood.
Right? Is he now like a
No,
WWE sidekick detective?
no. Again, Chalk Buddy was on and gave a theory and talked to you, and I came on like 2 hours later. Uh, I just realized that if I'm watching it like this, not signed in, you won't see the chat live, but I have it screenshotted, so it's fine.
Div guy. I mean,
What's up, man? So I just pop on.
I missed the thing with Chalkbodyoutline, but people in your chat are definitely out of pocket.
So I immediately, say what's up. And I don't want to hear excuses about, I don't moderate it, I can't watch it, who really cares? It does matter. It's your community, and you do answer questions of them. I haven't watched a lot of Jim Bob streams. I've seen a few bits and pieces, but he interacts with the chat. He knows what's going on. So if I'm the only one that's noticed a shift from a pretty chill chat to an absolutely toxic, worst bears of them all being inherited by him, I guess I'm the only one.
The way they're talking about him.
I don't know what that means either. I'm sorry.
They're talking nonsense. They've never seen a show, and they're
that's
going
fine.
off of...
That's fine. That's a chat. I mean, if they want to jump on and make a claim, fine. I don't look at the chat and go, oh, I gotta figure out how to police the chat. Cause
it's not about policing it. You don't want to lose it. You don't want it to be hijacked where you have ex-bears, people that are still on Owen's side, but they're trying to infiltrate, weirdo people. Maybe it's a good time to not police, but regulate the chat, make sure you know what's going on. Like, I pay attention to my chat. It's a great community. If 30 people all of a sudden started repeating the same line over and over, 30 different people started insulting the same thing, I would think something's wrong.
I'm not policing it. I'm just saying they're
that's fine. Whatever. Yeah, they could be wrong. It does. Yeah, fine.
So I missed that. I missed the whole.
What up?
What's up, man?
All right, Drew's on with me, guys, live.
Shout out to the chat. Sorry, I missed the start of the stream. My kids woke up again. We both had to go put the kids down. They've been doing this every night. What did I miss?
I'm just playing a little bit of me talking to Jim Bob.
Oh man, this guy's still spurging in all these comments of all these places people talked about. He's in every comment thread spurging.
Oh yeah. So you were on first and I missed it. I literally came on because I saw people talking shit about you. I didn't know what happened. I just came in blind and defended you.
Respect. You don't have to do that.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah,
it wasn't because it was you. It was how out of pocket they were. Like.
Well, yeah, they're the Bears 2.0, right? I mean, this became apparent.
It was insane. So what actually happened?
I was in the chat, Jim Bob's chat for a few days, saying kind of fucking with him, being a little bit of a troll, but saying real shit though, and he kept like saying, "Oh, you're a fucking retard for saying that. That's some shit Owen would say and shit." So I was busy with the kids those days, so then I called him when I had time. I wanted him to how it started is I wanted him to clarify how I said if you believed in Owen Benjamin from the beginning, if you didn't like see through it from the beginning, I guess, is I said I personally wouldn't listen to anyone like that. In my opinion, is how I said it. And that's what the first comment I left where he said, you sound just like Owen and shit like that. So I wanted him to clarify that how is that an Owen take of me saying, if you don't see through Owen right away, why would I listen to you?
Yeah.
And he basically goes on and he says, oh, when he starts his little bullshit that he does, this little bitch boy debate tactics type shit. Oh, so if someone didn't see through Owen right away and they were even the electrician, you wouldn't listen to them about electrician advice and shit like that. Like, no, dude.
Yeah,
Trying to like set up some gotchas or some shit.
the beginning before I come on, he's going, so is Crocko part of it? Crocko's like an actor and like no, there's no connection between what CBO said and what I'm talking about. Like,
yeah, and I tried to be real cool. I didn't even try. I was cool with them, and I let them. I don't even have a problem with the guy, right? I'm just like, wanting to kind of clarify some of these things. He's called me a bitch and shit. That's fine. You can say I'm fucking retard. That's fine. I really don't give a shit.
yeah, that's
But
the
I
only
just kinda
reason.
wanted to clarify these things.
That's why I tried. Like, that was kid gloves yesterday, and the chat was acting
Yeah,
like I was
that's what I'm
pressed.
saying. I didn't even go at him really. I was just
They were acting
genuinely
like I
wanting to have
was.
a conversation.
I got so many comments saying like, "You're trying to control what he's doing. You're telling him to stop."
Oh,
I'm
they're
like,
nuts, dude. Yeah, the chat was. Yeah, let's get to that part of it. So the whole time I'm talking to this dude, I'm like completely cordial. I genuinely want to have a conversation. I have no problem with this guy. I don't really know much about him, but I bring up to him. I say, what do you say to a person like me that would immediately, when we hear of this beef between you and Owen and Andrew's making streams about it, what do you say to someone like me that would say that that's a work from the very beginning, like um, like it's a WWE, like it's set up, right? Like, and I made it clear. I'm saying I'm not making that statement, but I'm saying that's what I would think initially when I heard of it, and when I would go to look into it, I would kind of start from that angle, considering everyone's past. Owen, being a grifter, and Andrew, his wife being on Fox News, and that's what set everything off. Is when I mentioned Andrew from the Crucible's wife was on Fox News.
yeah, and I was like, I tried to get the interview with him, and now it's like, fuck it, it's too late anyways. So everyone's
Yeah,
like,
that
oh,
was the powder keg. He was being cool until then, and then Andrew and what's her face jumped in.
yeah,
His
but
wife.
it's easy to do a stream where you pull up clips of Owen doing stupid stuff and laughing and collecting super chats. I wanted a little more of Jim Bob's side of it. How did you defend him for so long? Why did you defend
Yeah,
Bertaria like till the end? Like still, like these are
yeah,
things.
and then so basically the chat. Well, they came in and spurged out Andrew and his wife, spurged fucking hard, and then Jim Bob got real fucking nasty to me at that point. So I was like, what the fuck? All I said was the bitch was on Fox News, which is a fact. You can pull the shit up, type Tucker Carlson, Rachel Wilson, it'll come right up on YouTube. I
Oh,
didn't make some shit up.
and they told me
And she
because
came in,
they connected
yeah, she
us,
came in just red hot, dude.
and she goes or they go. There's a big difference between a contributor and an employee or something like
Yeah.
that. And I'm like,
They're playing this like semantics game because I called her a Fox News contributor. They're like, "Oh, you're so fucking dumb and retarded." She wasn't a contributor. She was just on Tucker Carlson one time. Like, shut the fuck up, you fucking dumb fucks.
I go, that's
The
fun.
bitch was on Fox News.
I go,
Not
that's
only Fox News, she was on Tucker.
I go, that's funny, but I didn't make that claim. So why are you like tweeting this at me?
But anyway, the whole point, and I think what you're getting to tonight is when I'm talking to him, I can't really read the chat because EBT was trolling me hard in the chat, so I tried to look away because he's being funny as fuck. EBT's in there like, yeah, I've been exposing this Drew guy for years. He's the son of Anton LaVey. And then, so I looked away, but when I watched it again with my wife, we were kind of watching it with the live chat.
Yeah,
And man, these motherfuckers are Bears 2.0. There's nothing else you can call it.
yeah. I have to
They're
sign. I have to
insane.
sign in, incognito, and I just have to sign in so like it can be seen on the screen in live. Because if I just play it from,
They're just dumb. They're really fucking dumb. They're like ex-Bears, I'm assuming, right? Probably not all of them, but a lot of them. That and it was the same type of like bear tactic where I'm sitting here making like legitimate points. I'm not being confrontational at all. I'm just having a conversation, and these fuckers are like, "Oh, Drew's a fucking dumb fuck retard and like other shit. I can't even remember specific examples right now, but it was a very cult like live chat. Like, how dare I fucking talk to their leader this way? Which I wasn't even talking out of pocket or anything. I was being. He's the one that started snapping at me once Rachel went fucking off.
Yeah, he didn't get that snappy with me.
No, he had calmed down by then when you called in. So then I called in one more time at the end to try to kind of smooth it over. I don't know why I just felt like he was being a fucking total cunt to me. So I was like, dude, you're the one that fucking, everything was good until you started fucking, that demon in him came out. And he's still spurging, though, to this day in the videos from last night that were talking about it.
Oh yeah, I'm about to.
And he can't.
Open
He just
it.
can't. What I can't believe is that he can't. Well, what also came out in the stream, which I didn't know at the time, but would add fuel to the fire, is that Andrew from Crucible is an admitted Master Mason, Freemason. He admits it, and so now you got to look at it from my perspective. Is what I was trying to get him to do. Is there's a Hollywood actor, a woman from Fox News, and a admitted Master Freemason. And to say that it's impossible for these people to have colluded to make this thing up.
Drive, like I'm in Colorado.
You're not being intellectually honest when you just say that, oh, that's absurd. They're almost gaslighting me to the point like, how could you ever? You're just like any other truther to think some shit like that. And I'm saying I don't even necessarily think that, but I think it would be there's a good logical reasoning for people to think that, right?
Oh yeah, like I see people in the chat. BPF will absolutely wreck CBO. They're bitter. I think Drew is a CNN contributor. This Lilo Main, who's a mod, was literally a mod for Owen last week.
Yeah, that was my other point too, is that these fuckers are 2 weeks removed from being a bear, and they're gonna tell me it's impossible that this shit could all be staged. Bitch, you were a bear 2 weeks ago. Shut the fuck up and don't tell me shit.
Crocko's retarded. The neck beard thing.
Oh yeah, neck beard outline. They thought that was so like funny, and then they were calling him like toilet bowl mouth. Like, oh, it's like 8th grade humor. That's how low IQ these motherfuckers are in that chat. They're like actually dumb motherfuckers.
And then I made this post on Reddit because I know they check it. And I said, Jim Bob and Owen are trading mentally ill cult members between their chats. Both have become echo chambers, parrots repeating whatever the leader says. 102 comments, dude.
Is that like what would a normal thread get on there?
20, 30.
Okay.
4,000 views. 85% upvote rate. I mean, it got responded to. And you can see bears are in here. Just like they're in Jim Bob's chat.
Can everyone hear me? Yeah, they can hear me. I'm looking at it through your Odysee too. But again, yeah, they're saying like I can't help but tell the whole truth. I'm not even making the accusation that it is they all conspired to do that. I'm saying if someone were to say that would be a logical, I couldn't put a percent on it, but it's not out of the realm of possibility to think that these people could have done this. When you look at what happened when they make 3 weeks of content about it afterwards, Andrew did what? Maybe like 2 8-hour streams and a 12-hour stream. I think he made like over $1,000 on at least one of those streams. I don't know about the other ones, but
oh yeah, they did
thousands of dollars.
They did way more than me. Like this guy goes, it seems to me you're just really salty that you didn't get a lot of clicks or pick up new subscribers. I'm like, bro, I'm not on YouTube.
Yeah, and that's another parallel I noticed what they're called. What do they have a name for their cult? The Jim Bob people?
I don't even know at this point. It's like you just have to enter and like release your bear demons, but then now you're okay. I'll show you a good example. Like this will be good for you.
I just heard the same shit coming out of their mouth that like Archaic Chad and our Quantum of Conscious people all said when I like addressed those communities too. The same shit.
All right, I'm gonna share the screen with you too, because this is.
Discord or on? I'm watching the stream, but it's.
I know, but I want you to be on time
Okay,
with this because this is very important. This guy's on point. He's got the Owen starter pack.
Okay, I see him.
Guys, my mind is like an abacus. I guess let me just say, it's like I feel like I came home or something. Like I've been looking for my people this whole time. I'm not gonna make the mistakes that I made with the Bears, okay? I'm not trying to run around and destroy communities. Even though that label, they tried.
I feel like something's playing in the background.
Jump on and make a claim.
I have to listen to it through headphones
Okay.
because it's not playing through Discord.
You can't hear that?
Not through Discord, no.
Oh. Okay.
Dude, I feel like I've been in a corner getting poked with sticks with that gamma word, bro. Like, and talk about conflict avoidant. If Owen don't respond to Andrew, that is the definition of conflict avoidant, dude. I don't want to hear it.
Yeah, I'm listening through headphones, which is on a big delay. That's probably what you're hearing.
Yeah, but you would hear it through the mic like you're hearing me.
No, it's not playing any sound through the mic.
I don't even want to hear it. You know what I mean?
So this guy starts crying. He's like, I had to leave Owen. I gave him $1,000, but I'm gonna go to Jim Bob's, but I'm not gonna ruin his community. And like starts having this like little breakdown. He's literally.
Why do these people feel the need that they need these like communities?
Because that's what they're stuck in. They're stuck in that fucking loop. Retarded people. Fuck all these people. Number one, I just want to say fuck all these people. If anyone's got an issue with me, fuck you. Like, if Jim Bob's mad that I'm telling the truth about his chat, then that is what it is, man. Like, I said it to your face. I'm saying it now. Your chat's fucking toxic as fuck, annoying as hell, and you basically just turned it into the bear chat. And you didn't gain that many subs, you just gained terrible people. Congrats. I'm also wearing a red bandana at the moment.
Oh, I can't see it even on the stream here.
Yeah, I didn't put my face on yet.
Oh, okay.
But yeah.
Yeah, it's I don't know, it's fucked.
He looks like Tom Green retarded Owen. This guy.
Yeah, he does. I think that's part of the grift, though, right? Is Owen's got to turn over his people and get new people in there that'll give him money. He's already milked dry the people he's had. They're just sitting there watching. It's like the strip club, right? You get all the guys that go and sit up at Sniffer's Row. Eventually, they stop giving ones. You got to kind of chase them out of there and get new guys up there that are gonna throw out some ones.
Yeah, and here's your chat. Drew is definitely not post-truther, Jim Bob. Ha, he literally plays truther bingo to determine what's real. And you're like, I'm literally the originator of post-truther. You guys can't understand my points. It's the same way a Super Nintendo can't play a PS5 game. Cool, man. You weren't even born yet in 92, clown. And you're like...
So apparently if you're not born in 92, you wouldn't be allowed to have any position that Jim Bob could take seriously.
Yeah, it's fucking...
I'm probably older than this motherfucker. How old is he? I bet I'm older than him.
The crazy guy?
No, Jim Bob. He's saying I wasn't even born in 92.
I have no idea.
Bitch, I was in high school.
I'm guessing he's like 40. I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. I'm probably older than him, and he's like, oh, you're a clown. You're not as old as me, so you can't be as credible as me, is basically what he's saying.
He evades questions because I was trying to nail him down on when he was friends with Owen.
He 100% evades questions. He reminds me, honestly, of Ben Thorpe.
Yeah.
But he's somewhat likable. Ben Thorpe's just an awful person.
I was trying to get him...
Jim Bob, the show itself of Jim Bob seems pretty boring. It's not funny, but he comes across as, likable, whimsical guy. I wouldn't mind tuning in here and there to hear some like theological stuff, but when he keeps spurging on Owen, it's like, yeah, and then you wonder why people would say it's fake.
Yeah, and I warned him, well, because like I didn't think it was fake once Vox was involved, just because they would have nipped it in the bud because no one benefited. Like everyone kind of lost out. Like unless if you're Barricade or Andrew, you made money in Superchats, but not Jim Bob and Owen. They just got like he got like a toxic chat out of it. That's really like what he got. Vox Day's wife was all up in Barricade's chat too, warning him, she'll flag the channel, calling everyone a gamma that's in there. By the way, that's a made up term. Like, that's not a real thing.
All these people are gay as fuck. Other than Barricade Garage seems at least funny. All these other motherfuckers are gay.
We kept it to just jokes. Like, look at that bushwhack bear. Look how insane he got.
Yeah, that's between you guys.
Whatever, man.
Space funny.
Fucking, just say it, dude. The guy was acting fucking irrational as hell.
I've never seen Vox Day's wife when that is up. I see a big old cinder block jaw on that one you just pulled up on the stream. The stream's on a delay.
Well, she's old as fuck, so. So Jim Bob still sees no correlation between Owen's hefty lawyer bill and the subsequent Barataria fundraiser that coincidentally happened at the exact same time. And Jim Bob was like telling people to support this and like this is a great thing and like he was out there working on the land, like literally putting a fucking shovel in the dirt. Like, and he won't answer for any of that shit.
It's like, I don't know if you ever saw that. It's called Ewar and Wooden Nickels, and they call themselves conspiracy graduates now. They're two pretty big YouTube channels, and they both combine now to create this new thing, which is a smaller channel. But their very first episode was basically, I'll call it how I see it. Ewar shouted me out, and he's a big channel, but their first episode was basically a 100% commercial for Barataria. So they call themselves conspiracy graduates, and their first episode was with Owen Benjamin talking about like how cool it would be to like have this Barataria.
Yeah. It's just so insane. Like, the Vox Day shit gets crazier and crazier the more you dig into it. Like, he donated money towards the vaccines but comes out as an anti-vaxxer. Like, he's a weasel of all fucking weasels, and he's the only one Owen hasn't turned on, so that tells you there's something financial there.
Jim Bob's kind of a weaselly type guy too. You can't pin him to an answer.
Yeah, he went and did Andy Worski's show instead of coming on with me. That was the thing that pissed me off.
Fucking, all I'm trying to get him to do is to say, he still won't do it in any of these chats he's bringing out. I want him to just say flat out, yeah, I can see where you have a fucking Hollywood actor, a Fox News bitch, and a Freemason. I can see why people would take that position. That's all he's got to say. He refuses to. He's like, no, that's an absolutely absurd fucking position for anyone to take. It's a dumbass fucking truther, piece of shit would take that position.
EBT.
No, I don't think so.
EBT, you want a medal or what? I thought my PMS was bad. Crocko is a douche. Another one doesn't watch what's going on and make claims. God, I'm hating truthers now. Something about my name being a doctor, which is obviously a joke. Like, Crocko now knows what's best for Jim Bob. And, like, I said it like 3 times.
That's fucking weird, too. Like, if you say anything to him, I noticed that in the chat, they're like, oh, why would he listen to you? Why are you telling him what to do? And all that. They're like these, they're white knights for him.
Yeah, and I'm not a scumbag, so I didn't say, because he's been DMing me for a few weeks, asking me, like, what do you know about this? Hey, what do you have on this? Or he'll DM...
Okay, who's this faggot in your chat, Dick Rawl? A Fox News bitch and a Freemason. That is true. So he's an admitted Freemason. He admits he's a master Mason, 3rd degree.
I've never seen Dick
the
Rawl.
bitch is on Tucker fucking Carlson. We're not talking about When I did the expose on quantum of constants, he was on a 3 a.m. Fox Business fucking channel. Some bullshit. This bitch was on Tucker Carlson. So for you to say both not true, well, shit, Dick Rawl.
Yeah, I don't know Dick Rawl. I know.
Is that, I can't tell what his avatar is. Is that supposed to be Sam Hyde?
I literally have never seen him before.
Oh, he was a Freemason.
Oh, okay.
You know how fucking dumb you sound? That he was. Oh, and she was once. And oh, okay. Okay.
And then Pashu said this whole time,
that's what I'm
like,
saying. When you consider their fucking past, is what I said, dumb fuck. I said when you consider the past of these people, it's not absurd to ask yourself, could it possibly be all a work, a collusion just to make content? It's not absurd to ask that. And they're trying to gaslight people to say that's an absurd question.
yeah, so, like, Posh was like, actually, I seen him in the chat being cool, and then he goes, oh, so Crocko's just doing a work for content? Exposed. Classic Crocko. I knew you'd say that. I'm just going to play a little bit for everybody real quick.
What they were doing that was shady. I would say come clean on anything that, I'm not saying you did anything wrong, but if you defended Bertaria, if you defended Vox,
I have a sub 60 IQ.
Just come clean and say, I was wrong. These guys were absolute scumbags that duped me.
Oh, I was wrong, but as far as like their other dealings, I actually don't know what that is. It might be something dark. I have no way of knowing it, right? I'm not, the extent of which that I've been duped is there's this community of people who are doing something good and like they're gonna build something, you know, and so all I see now is a liar who's always been a pathological liar and is willing to go through great lengths to lie and protect his face and do all sorts of shit. So can I assume that maybe there's something else going on with the other stuff? Me personally, that's my opinion, right? I don't know anything other than that, but why wouldn't it? Why wouldn't this kind of behavior extend to all areas of their operation? I think it should be looked into. That's all I'll say. I don't know though, honestly. I'm not connected to it. I didn't see anything. The only thing I saw is I visited and I saw.
So like he didn't want to admit to anything. I was trying to get a feel for what did you see? This was my point to him. You can't be constantly reacting to everything. Like you have to be the guy that comes with some offense. You have to have some inside info from being his friend. And he's like, well, you know, I just saw a guy that I thought was building something good, and I'm like, Jesus, fucking
bullshit. Another retard in your chat. Who's this guy?
I don't know.
Odysee or something? Odys?
He's been in my chat, so I don't want to call him a...
He says it's the ultimate schizo take. I think he's talking about me saying that it's possible that these people could have staged this for views and money. And okay, when you look at conspiracies,
you don't know yet.
But when you look at conspiracies, right? What's the number one thing they say? Follow the money. Where did the money go? And then you can get a better look at like who was behind it, right? So the same thing here. What happened? Where did the views go? Where did all the money and Superchats go? And the engagement and all these intangible things like engagement and views, right? That you don't really see it, but also there is money. So when you look at it that way, it's been a buffet for all three of these guys.
Yeah.
So it's not a schizo take. That's what they want you to believe. And they acted like fucking cornered animals when I just mentioned it. That's even their reaction to being asked that is way more absurd than thinking it's possible that they could be colluding.
Yeah, his chat way overreacted compared to what he did. He DM'd me laughing about it while they were trying to start beef between us. I'm like, that's what kind of chat you have now.
Let me just say this, man. Jim Bob is not built for these YouTube screets. He's too soft, man. If you're spurging about Owen and every little comment in every chat or video that's been made about it, and you're fucking in there spurging.
Well, that's what I was
fucking debate tactics. You ain't built for this shit, dog.
I was laughing on the r/Owen Benjamin subreddit. Obviously, it's an anti-Owen thing. It's been around forever. I've been in there forever. I prefer Reddit Gamma Secret Kings That's the Reddit I like. But I go here, and I've been going here, and I've gave them gems for years. But I got tons of haters in here now. Just off of this. Like, because, like, Jim Bob's against Owen, so we have to side with Jim Bob. It's the weirdest thing.
And let me holler at this guy too. Top feed Coco. He says, I don't think it's kayfabe because they ain't smart enough to pull a stunt of this level. I mean, how easy would it be? But I haven't said this yet, and I keep meaning to say this, and I forget. If it is a work, it's a fucking great and brilliant fucking work and great idea. Let me at least give him props there if it is. Because look at it, we're still talking about it here. Everyone's talking about it, and they're still talking about it. So,
yeah, I think people just disagree with the take that you have. It's not that big of a deal.
yeah, it's really. If you want to know what happened, right, you got to consider all things. So you got to consider, okay, it happened exactly as they said.
Yeah, but I think people don't know that, like, you haven't been sitting down every night thinking about this. Like, you've never watched Jim Bob, you've never watched Owen, like.
Well, the other thing too is then they're just taking everything they hear at face value. They don't fucking double check any of this shit. They're just taking it Jim Bob on his word or whatever, right? So again, I don't give a shit about it enough to even look, but the players themselves have sketchy past. So if I would just automatically be suspicious of it, and that's, I don't know, that's just how it is, and it's not fucking schizo or like fucking absurd to.
No, it's not
have that
schizo.
stance.
I just disagree because it turned out so negative. So
yeah, I don't even 100% think it's fake. I'm just saying
it's a possibility. It's all you're saying.
it's a possibility, and that to me personally, that's where I would start if I was to even go down and look into it. That's where I would begin my investigation from that lens, and look for contrary data that would not support that.
Shout out to Fed Up Southern Girl sending a $5 donation.
Hey.
Someone said he won't go on Crocko show because he'd be facing tough questions. Someone else was saying it seems
I feel like he's starting shit with me all over these internet comments. He won't just leave it alone, and he won't just say he can see where someone would be coming from with that position. He refuses to say it. So he either doesn't have the self-awareness to remove himself from that situation that he's involved. Let's say it's 100% real and he did get his feelings hurt. He doesn't have the emotional intelligence to remove himself from the situation and see it how another person would see it.
Yeah, someone's like implying that no one has genuinely learned anything from this, or watching Jim Bob and Owen are equivalent, does make it look like you have an axe to grind. Nope. Could care less. Could want them both to burn to the fucking ground. Could care less. Like, literally could care less if they both burn down. Don't give a fuck. Not friends with either. Not taking sides. I don't give a shit.
That's the other thing is I don't give a shit about either one of them too. So I'm actually giving you a neutral take, even though these.
I don't trust any motherfucker.
Like Jim Bob or something. It's actually I'm neutral on Jim Bob. I hung in his chat for like 3 or 4 days, and I didn't. I'm Bob Gnostic. I don't necessarily like him. I don't dislike him.
I don't trust anybody that came from LA. I don't trust anybody that hopped on YouTube from LA.
And then that's the other thing. So when I have in the actors involved, you have a Hollywood actor, you have a Freemason, you have a woman that was on Fox News, and then you have the guy that was a jeweler from LA who admits that he tagged Miley Cyrus and other celebrities on Twitter or wherever he was on, Instagram maybe, or I'm not sure, but he admitted he would tag those celebrities hoping they would retweet his thing so he would get even bigger. He straight up said that on one of his streams just the other day. So obviously then he's rubbing elbows with Owen and stuff and these other people to try to like grow his brand bigger, which that's how the game is played. So
they can go back and forth.
That's the thing. He won't just come out and say that though. He doesn't just come out and say, hey, this is why I've teamed with Owen is because I'm trying to grow my brand, and this is kind of how it is. And maybe that was the wrong move. That's all he's got to say. He doesn't come out and say, I put a fucking dick in this pizza ring. And I was of the world at this time, and it was a fucked up thing to do.
I'm just saying.
You're crazy if you see a fucking dick in this ring. No, that's a dick in the ring, motherfucker.
All I said was stop being the guy that has to react. And like someone was like, well, you wouldn't react if he said this. I go, no. If Owen called me a pedophile, I would not react to that.
Yeah, who gives a shit?
I would fucking laugh it
Look at
off.
Owen Benjamin.
I would not spend any time on that, like, giving it attention. Obviously, I would not do that. It'd be dumb of you to do.
Right.
So it's on the screen now, the pictures of the one eye symbolism, and then the blood,
The fucking
the bloodletting.
Jim Bob also had an interview on Jay Dyer's channel and on Alex Jones. He was also featured on all channels that featured blowing. So yeah, Jim Bob is trying to like rise these ranks of these peoples in these imaginative networks that we imagine that definitely aren't real. They're only in our imagination, right?
Yeah, they
Is
could.
that his ring? Is that his ring?
They could sling shit at each other about Hollywood nonsense they both got into. But it's like they hold back at the last second on some real shit that they actually have between them.
Yeah, alright. I gotta go. Fuck Jim Bob, fuck Owen,
All right.
fuck Andrew, and fuck Rachel.
Okay. All right.
I appreciate you, Cry.
See ya.
Peace.
That's the Drew portion of the stream. Fed Up Southern Girl is asking if I'm live yet. Yeah. 45 minutes. Literally about to end the stream soon, to be honest with you. Yeah, so whatever. If you agree or disagree with it being a work or a stage thing, like, the point was he didn't put like a fucking 1,000 hours of research into this. It was just an idea floated out there. It was the reaction from the chat in real time and how crazy they got. I'm reading the chat right now, and now I can go back to actually playing the video. Let me just more about cults. You can see the chat.
Things being, I saw these little shelters being built. That's all I saw.
So Posh says, I'm making fun of Drew. You seem fine. Like I need approval.
In the very
Yeah,
beginning.
Like I see these people and sorry, my
Dyer is solid. Fuck Jay Dyer.
girlfriend.
That's okay.
I see these people and they're like, you know, oh, he's telling you to stop. I'm not telling you to stop. I'm just saying there's specific things, if you know them and, you know, there's something that can, like, really actually make a difference in the argument other than you having to be the one to constantly respond to.
You mean if there was a hammer, if there was a guillotine, right?
Yeah, like if
Yeah.
you knew
I wish
that-
I did. No, I
if
wish
you
I did.
knew that Vox was funding mRNA vaccines to, you know,
Like I'm giving him information, and just so you know, like he's reached out to like 5 people, and those 5 people always reach out to me to get the information that ends up being the info that he's exposing. I'm saying like, bro, you should have this. JS in the chat. I don't want to say your name. JS sent $20. Said thanks for the content the last month or so. $20 donation. I appreciate that.
high level people.
I'm like, if you were friends with this guy for so long, you should be the one with this inside information. You should be offensive. You should be on offense coming after this guy. But it's like the opposite. Is every stream going to be, what did Owen say about me today? I mean, really.
That would be good information to have if you knew about his history with porn.
Something just kind of die out.
Someone said, you know, Chalkbod's a pansy. He won't engage. This guy Mark was talking shit the whole time. He's a mod and member. Three Olives is being cool. Someone said X Bear should speak up. It's all that's in the chat, guys. That's all you have in the chat. You don't even know that you've been infiltrated. Someone said, are you seriously still talking about Owen Benjamin? It's your whole chat. Someone said, Davey, you don't think Jim's holding anything back? Yeah, that was my whole point. That's why I tried to get an interview. Or a one-on-one chat. It didn't even have to be an interview. but didn't want to do it. I even said we can chat about this. If you disagree that your chat's been infiltrated, we can disagree about that. Neckbeard outline, Detective Crocko. I'm like, yeah. And I didn't even say anything to Rachel. All I said was like, you got super out of pocket the last time when it involved Jim Bob. I didn't know how close you guys were. But for you, who doesn't even know Drew, to start talking shit, that I found that very odd. But, I mean, I guess they can settle that. You know, you have to go put your big boy pants on and go in those YouTube debooting streets to settle those scores. So the big boys settle their scores. Guys, you have to know your religion and get on a panel with a bunch of people. You need a moderator, and then you can settle it. I'm actually hot as fuck. I'm about to end this stream pretty soon. It's gonna be 2 seconds. I actually wanted to play part of this video because this perfectly encapsulates where people are at in their life and entering Jim Bob's chat.
My mind is like an abacus. Go check out the 5-hour-long super shows by the Crucible. Dude, I've seen that cycle Andrew was talking about a couple of times.
Oh, so he's going to talk about a cycle where some of your chat gets kicked out and they get replaced by new people, but they don't realize that's happening with Jim Bob.
They just get a new, they label everybody gammas.
Yeah, it's a made-up word.
Push them out. Hope that you're so brainwashed that you stay. And then they get a new group.
I'll probably do like another 10 minutes. I got a couple more screenshots, a couple more things to show you. If anybody wants to support the show, you can do so through Odysee, Superchats, memberships. Thanks to any new members, Terry Miller, or cash.app/$ Truth, and I'll read anything on stream.
Group of people, and I watched that happen like 3 times, and I didn't want to believe that that's what was happening. But it's like deep down inside, I could tell, I could tell. And, this is going to be my only video on this dude. I thought I might, take advantage of the situation real quick, see if I can get some views on it. As bad as this sounds, this is going to sound so cut to say this. Out of respect for Owen,
I can't even listen to these people. I can't even do it. Weak motherfuckers. Fuck all of them. Anybody that knows me, anytime I did a video exposing Owen shit or Vox shit, when their people tried to come over to my chat and start acting friendly like they were going to be part of this community, what did I say to them? I said, get the fuck out of here. You're not wanted here. They get the message pretty quick. But just real quick on Vox, since, just so you guys know, Owen privately in his Telegram is telling his followers not to call Jim Bob a pedo because they actually don't have evidence, but to publicly imply it as much as you can without defaming him. So dressed in tutus, as you see here, this is what Vox Day dresses up in when he's, doing his hard work building those websites. Dressed in tutus, Vox Day and Space Money knowingly funded the development of experimental DNA vaccines they are both now denouncing. What's even more astounding is they were financing the work of the very woman that would go to invent the Oxford AstraZeneca COVID-19 vaccine. There's them in their little tutu there, just so you can see them. And not only did he fund it, he got people that follow his blog to Someone said I sound angry tonight. Nah, I'm not, bro. I swear to you, I'm not. I promise you. I have a red bandana on. I get in war mode. It's just a character. Not only did he fund it, he recruited these people that follow his blog to take part in clinical trials of this woman that came up with the AstraZeneca vaccine. But now he'll come out and be, Mr. Anti-Vax to everybody. Just everybody's aware of, who this fucking weasel is. Other than that, I think that's going to do it for the show. I covered what I wanted to. I said what I wanted to say. Short, sweet, and I think I can put it up on YouTube on my clip channel without it getting taken down. Maybe. Check out this thread on Reddit, though, because it's at 102 comments, and it's probably going to keep growing. I don't know if there's anything new that's dropping. Like, I was trying to stay away from covering this shit, but after yesterday, I just wanted to get it out of the way. I'm going to do a stream on sun dimming, the dimming of the sun, World Health Organization. I got a ton of streams. Me and Mike Gill are getting together for another interview. Yeah, I don't know any of this stuff. Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, I'm a fan of Gamma Secret Kings. That's Gamma in Chief in the chat. If he's still here, he runs that. He made that up. Not made it up. I mean, he made the Reddit Gamma Secret Kings. Someone even put my thread over here. 100 comment thread where Beartards try and fail to check notes outwit Davey Crocko. And I don't even think he likes me. So bad. But I like this one because they cover more grifters than just Owen. And there is a Owen Ye thing going on right now where someone's basically trying to steal Ye's intellectual property, and he's one of these directors that are part of Owen's crew. So that's all gonna drop as well. But hey, what's up, Lucky? I didn't see you give me a middle finger. Someone said, "What's the beef with Dyer?" I just don't give a shit. I just wanted to say fuck Jay Dyer. Maybe because he's scared to debate Adam Green. But no real reason other than I felt like saying it. Literally no beef at all. Never met him, never watched a video that he's done. Don't care about him. That makes sense. But yeah, appreciate you guys. Tomorrow will be Friday. I'll probably do a stream around 7. So look out for that on Odysee. Check out the Clip channel. Follow me on Twitter, Discord, Instagram. You can get updated. You can DM me. I try to get back to everybody that DMs me. And I appreciate anybody that threw in a little donation. That definitely helped. Appreciate you guys. And thanks for Drew for coming on. Thanks for everybody hanging out in the chat. And as always, I will see you in the next one.